Warning, amigo. This is restricted airspace. Any parachutes coming within 150 meters will be rebalanced. Oh, you'd be filthy. I would be. I hope he was. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, and today I'm going to do a quick breakdown on a couple of really close hot drops that I had. One of them was a winner, and one of them not so much a winner. And I want to talk about... I did a video the other day that was just gameplay that was breaking things down. And I like doing those videos, but it was like 18 minutes long. You're going to see a Gren pop through. I try and hide in here, and this guy manages to sneak that out. I'm like, oh, there's the Gren. Oh, get out of there. Hot drops are really interesting things because they force you into quick decision making. And one of the things that I really like looking at is going back in games that I think I really nailed. And I look at them and I'm like, wow, what was I thinking there? And sometimes I think there's a video in that. So let's talk about it. This is Hacienda del Patron, and it's very, very hot. It's right under the flight path, and there's lots of squads have actually dropped here. And you can see I'm knocking a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of ammo, and I'm not actually killing a lot of people. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 knocks now for one frag, which is not a lot of knocks to frags in terms of ratio. It's 25% kill ratio. That ain't good. But I'm actually quite happy with that part of the gameplay. That is showing that I'm being very patient and gradual, and I'm happy to bleed these guys out. Now, that was not me killing that bloke. That was someone that I'd knocked earlier, dying. So we got up to 2 kills, and we missed that guy, but we know there's someone over there in that section of the world. What happens next is kind of... you can see my ammo loader. I've got 37 rounds of 5.56. It's not a lot. I've got 60 rounds or 55 rounds of 9mm. Again, that's not a lot. And there's a big gunfight going outside. And so I come out here, and this is just fine. I'm third-party peeking. I can see there's someone fighting guys that are in that little shelter where I knocked that guy earlier. I knock out someone else again. And there's like a full squad nearly. 3 people down there where that shelter is. Now, this is a massive error on my part. This is third party. So there is people to my right, still in Hacienda del Patron. There's people down there in the bombed out garage. And I don't have a lot of ammunition. I mean, in fact, I got no 5.56 left. That guy gets to run away because I only had a few rounds left anyway. And that's all gone. So I've got 55 rounds of 9mm. And I'm pushing. I got a lot less 9mm now, and I realized looking back at this, that this was so not a good thing to be doing. And this guy also doesn't have resources. This is a fella that I knocked earlier. He's still up at about 29 rounds left. Still 3 people in this area minimum. And we're about to hear someone else from up the top that you just, you might have heard. There you go. So someone else has taken someone out, and now I've got a squad on my left, a squad on my right, at least one bloke on the right, and 29 rounds of 9mm left. This is a really stupid idea. And I've got so many knocks, and I've got 2 kills. This is not really, really cool, but I'm going to third-party peek this guy and clear him. 17 rounds left, and I've knocked someone else again. I'm like, this is just a stupid idea. And this is actually something that I'm quite happy, and my knock gets cleared again. So, you know, I knock him, someone else kills him, whatever. I actually Barney out of here. I'm like, I need some ammo. It's not good enough. Hanging on to this M416. Maybe should have switched it out for the shotgun. There's Grens going everywhere. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go somewhere else. We've got 2 kills and about 30 knocks. But this is good patient gameplay here. I'm happy with this. I made a good decision there. I actually exited out and came back up here to another squad. Give me a shotgun. Here we go. Shotty 2. Hottie, you ready? One down. Where's your mate? Where's your mate? Oh my God, your mate's right there. How about them apples? How about them apples? That was close. And you've got all my ammunitions. Oh man. Luckily, I know how to use a shotgun. And I get a lot of value out of shotguns on these hot drops. I mean, they are fantastic for evening up the desync issue that I suffer tremendously from against players from, say, Japan and China and that neck of the woods, or, you know, Korea and all that. Guys that are on 20 to 30 to 40 ping, they get a real advantage. When you're with guns that take 0.39 seconds to kill a person, like an M416, and you have a 0.1 second disadvantage in terms of server lag, that's pretty rough if you're coming up against, say, an AKM that takes 0.29 seconds at zero range to kill someone. So you're already like 0.1 of a second behind, and you're 0.2 of a second behind, and in terms of kill time, that's like a 50% disadvantage. There's a reason why desync is such a bad issue, and why a gameplay style that negates desync is an absolute must-have if you want to be doing this hot drop stuff. And I've done plenty of videos on that, so go check that out. Third-party peeking, so bad. 4 kills. There is obviously a squad in here somewhere that this guy is worried about, and I can hear footsteps all around me, and gunfire. There's 2 sets of footsteps there, 1 gunfire, clear the knock, 4 kills, 5 kills. There's a squad directly ahead of me. And this is very, very interesting because I'm actually pretty bloody happy with what I do here. I don't like the passive playstyle that is TPP. It encourages this kind of moping about, but at the same time, I do tend to move more than most TPP players. And you can see this is reading the footsteps and guessing where people are going to be. And that guy's now gone outside. It's just like ringer Rosie. And he's having a fight with someone else up the other end. So we're going to be interested to see who comes out of that one a winner. Now that's someone now to the southeast and someone to the northeast. Everyone is just still... No one's been seen here, but there's like a full squad of us. Like there's at least 4 people running around here like lunatics. Another Gren goes in up top. That's 2 Grens so far that we've dodged, and a couple of badly thrown ones. And here comes a molly, and here comes a full squad in a car. Now, this is a big mistake, because I think I get 3 of these guys. And I don't actually get 3 of these guys. I only thirst up 1, and the rest are all just knocked. Big mistake. That is the big mistake that I make here. And then I stop moving. I stop repositioning. That's 7 kills and lots of knocks. And I'm going to get another one out here, and I'm going to thirst him too, I think. But I don't reposition. And I've now got at least 4, 5 guys around me in separate squads, all trying to wax me. And, yeah. Thirst that. Should move right now. Move. Too late. I was moving. It was just too late. And there was still 2 members of that squad left and the other squad that was on the other side. We ended up with a lot of damage. A lot of damage in a short amount of time. I think that's the key there. I'm going to show you one more little clip. And I find it very funny that looking back at these videos that felt at the time like I was absolutely monstering it, that there are big issues, things that I'm still doing wrong. And it gives me heart that there is so much room for improvement in my gameplay. My decision making there was very, very poor. I tend towards aggression as a rule, and that controlled aggression is where it's at, but that was just far too aggressive. Pushing out is a big sin in that game mode because you're fighting basically on the enemy's terms once you leave the safety of your peeking area in third party. This game, the hallmark of this game is my Uzi, my little Uzi. I'm playing solos, and when I play solos, I do adjust my loadout quite significantly. I will quite happily run an Uzi in solos for all this CQC stuff, because as you're going to see here, it can be a huge difference maker, just a massive difference maker in terms of time to kill. It's one of the fastest time to kill weapons in the game. Indeed, it's used a lot by pro teams in tournaments, and there are a lot of people that you will find, particularly on the Asia server, when I play on the Asia server, which is most of the time, in TPP solos versus squads, that will run around with Uzis all the way through to final circle. And while I don't advocate that because I feel like the gun has such a savage drop-off in effectiveness as you get into larger and larger areas. It is, for all that, a wonderful weapon for this kind of environment. You can see there's someone on the roof over here. So we're going to utilize the external walkway, come back to the other side, hopefully catch him with his pants down. And we do. Uzi strikes again. Like, it's such a great little gun. We don't need Uzis akimbo anymore. No 2 Uzi gameplay. We're going to switch up to an M416. So if someone is in one of those houses and we get a good look at them, we're a chance of doing the business. These 2 games are very different. But I feel like this game, and this is the funny thing, I feel like this is a better game than the Hacienda del Patron game. I made some very nice clears with the shotgun in the Hacienda del Patron game. Most notably that duo that were left inside after I came back from the empty garage, from the very full garage out in the wilderness outside Hacienda. But this is a very, very good game in terms of just reading the play. And I feel like, you know, this is just better. Like, and I love this about solos. Like, when you get to play solos, and you don't get to play it often enough because the queues are often so long. And I only ever really, you know, play solos. I really want a hot drop on solos. It's just hard. For some reason, a lot of solos prefer to play Erangel than they do Sanhok, whereas squads will hot drop boot camp all the time. It's quite odd for me in FPP. So this game stands up to the test of time more for me, but there's still glaring issues that I have with some of the things that I do in this game. Like, I get an M416 because I want to use it for the long range stuff, and then I pull an Uzi out for that shot there, which cost me a frag. I mean, I could have killed that guy at the M416 very comfortably if I had stuck with it and just fired it out the window. And I know there's someone else over there because that guy was not looking downstairs by accident. So I'm going to go over there now and start actually working this bloke over. I want to head over there and see if I can't clear that target. And I am peeking, and I finally go back to the M416. Get up on the balcony maybe. Oh, someone's in the back. Footsteps. And the battle for boot camp is nearly over. You can see over there. This last bloke over here is the last bloke I've got to get rid of. So we're going to go and have a look at him. Just missed him. And this is another thing. You fire a window and then you stop firing and you go through a clip because it's just ammo, and hopefully they peek again while you're doing that. He's still there, man. This guy's just refusing to move. I hope you guys enjoyed that little look into the process behind, you know, it's not always fantastic. We do make mistakes. Even on my best gameplay, it's good to see and heartening to see that there are some massive issues and some things that I do very, very wrong. Bonus clip, hot drop at Picardo. I'm off to Melbourne for the weekend with Junior to take part in a basketball tournament. The dog's being looked after by my eldest. He's 28, so, you know, I get Junior, who's 10, eldest, who's 28, and big gap in between where I had a good time. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. If you want to get better, record your gameplay and watch it back. It's brilliant. It's some of the things that you see that you do wrong are phenomenally informative and instructive and improve your gameplay no end. And it really does. This is like directly after that Hacienda del Patron game. And you can see how much more cautious I am with this. Like, I hot drop, but I really do make sure that I am absolutely on top of the ball game here. Where'd that bloke go? Yep. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.